Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about how much can you make wholesaling real estate. Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about how much can you make wholesaling real estate. That's right. How much can you make wholesaling real estate? In fact, the answer is how hard are you willing to work, right? That's really the answer to that question. I'm going to answer that question with a question. And I'm going to be fully transparent in this video about what we are typically making on a wholesale deal in my market here in St. Louis, Missouri, okay? So how much can you make on a wholesale deal? Really, the answer to that is, again, it's going to depend on a couple things. So my team typically does 6 to 8 deals a month on average, and some months we'll do as many as 10, all right? The average wholesale deal for us is around $7,500 in profit. Not a massive amount of money, I get it. And that's why we're typically doing at least 5 of these a month, okay? Now, we have costs, we have overhead. So if we're making $7,500 gross on a deal, we typically have anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000, maybe even $3,500 worth of cost into getting the deal. I'd say we average around $2,500 on average. That's the marketing, that may be the skip tracing, that may be the team, that could be the office, it could be a lot of things, right? So those numbers will kind of average out over time. So on average, we're profiting roughly $5,000 on a wholesale deal. So those are the averages. Now let's talk about some of the better deals that we've done. We've done 2 deals over 6 figures, but we've also done tons of deals that were 30 grand or 60 grand. I bet you we've probably done 6 or 8 deals, probably 8 deals over 50,000 to, in the last 4 or 5 years. And we've done 2 deals over 100,000, 1 deal over 300,000 on a wholesale. So you're not necessarily limited on how much you can make. It really depends more on how much control are you going to be able to get. And that's going to require negotiation. That's going to require some skills, of course, right? Creativity is one of those that I'm talking about today. So how much can you make? It's unlimited, guys. It's truly unlimited. The one deal that we made over 100,000 was a driving for dollars deal. Right? And the deal that we made over 300,000 on was a package of properties. We still wholesaled it though. Doesn't really matter if it's one house or if it's 10. And on that deal, we made over $300,000 wholesaling real estate. You can do this. It is not hard. You just have to understand some of the basic principles of wholesaling. All right? Some of the basic principles. Number 1, marketing is everything. That's what this business is. It's all about marketing, okay? That's where the leads come from. Without leads, you have no business. So you have to get really good at marketing. And that means that you can either spend time or you can spend money, which may even be paying somebody else's time. But at the end of the day, your marketing, the goal is to get somebody on the phone. It's that simple. And then once they're on the phone, you want to try to get a contract on the property, make a friend, or set an appointment. That's it. It's that simple. Nothing more. And if you get a contract, then you start marketing that contract. If you get an appointment, make a friend, then get the offer. Then get the contract and go make the offer, right? Once you have a property under contract, and that's typically about 80 to 90% of the work up to that point, it's finding somebody that's motivated to sell you a property at a discount in exchange for a bunch of convenience. Quick, cash, don't have to fix anything, we don't have a ton of inspections, there's no real estate commissions, no seller concessions, I'll even pay all your closing costs. Lots of different things that you can do to give them convenience and make their life easy. Closing fast and paying cash is typically what they want. And once you have that property under contract, then you can take that property and you can market the contract to purchase it. So you can market the property. Just in your marketing, just put owner by contract in parentheses right at the bottom. 3 words, owner by contract. And that basically protects you from marketing not just the deal, but your contract to purchase the deal. And from there, it's how much can you convince a buyer to pay you over what you had agreed to pay? And or how much are you going to be able to convince the seller to come down, or it could be a combination of those things. I know in certain markets around the country, average wholesales are $15,000. Some places they're $20,000. Some places they're $30,000. But they're harder to get. They're less likely to come by. In my market, we can do wholesales very easy. I'm in St. Louis, Missouri, out of the Midwest. But we have to do more of them. It's a volume game here. It's not so much about, trying to make more on each deal. We just do more deals, right? But we are always trying to make more on each deal as well. So typical wholesale for us, $7,500, cost about $2,500. We make about $5,000 in profit. That's full disclosure with my business. We do at least 5 a month, 6 or 8 on average, sometimes as many as 10. But there are those deals that come through, typically once a month, maybe every other month, that are 30 grand, they're 50 grand, they're 25 grand, they're 18 grand, they're 14 grand. And those are the ones that are fun. Now, don't get me wrong. I like cashing $5,000 checks too, by all means. But it's really cool when you can build a business that steadily does a few deals a month. And then on top of that, you have a couple home runs that come through the pipeline. And that's what makes the business fun, when you get that $80,000 check. Or in my case, last month, we got a $321,000 check from wholesaling about 110 units. But we used one contract to buy it and a couple contracts to sell it, and we wholesaled it. So there is no limit on how much you can make wholesaling real estate. Full disclosure, in my market, the average wholesale deal is probably closer to 12 or 15,000. However, I cherry pick the very best deals and I keep them as rentals, or I fix and flip them with my team. So we typically keep the best and we wholesale everything else. Keep the best, sell the rest. That's the internal model at my company. Motto at my company. Keep the best, sell the rest. And that's what we do. And that's why the average wholesale for us is around 75, because typically when we do come across a good deal that we can maybe easily sell and wholesale for 25, maybe 30 grand, we may choose to fix and flip it and make 50 or 60,000. So that's another cool advantage of wholesaling, is it's really a marketing business, but it allows you to feed your other businesses. So the wholesaling business is great. We can make anywhere from 20 to 50 grand a month typically doing wholesaling. Really maybe more even on average. But that's not even the main business. Our main business is rentals and flipping, right? So don't let that deter you. Get out there and start doing some marketing. Start with some small deals. Work your way up. Let's do it. I believe in you. You can do this. If you are brand new, head on over to freewholesalecourse.com to take a free course and learn all the basics of wholesaling and how it works and how you can get started and how you can get invested and how you can get going and do a deal right away. If you're looking for additional resources, tips, tricks, tools, head on over to discountpropertyinvestor.com, where you can find an entire archive of tools and free courses and contact generators and podcast recordings and all types of cool things to help you get started. I am confident that you can do this. And I'm confident that you have the ability to do it. So at this point, you just got to take action. So that's it. Head on over to those two sites, freewholesalecourse.com and discountpropertyinvestor.com. Start educating yourself and take action. And there is no limit on how much you can make wholesaling. I know people that have done 7-figure deals, and I'm confident that I'm going to do one soon too. Let's do it, guys. Let's go make some money. That's it.